Day 4 of the bulk, part 2, the fall bulk, whatever you want to call it. It's day 4, we're training shoulders. So usually this would be shoulders and biceps. But because my biceps are feeling absolutely destroyed from other bicep workouts, I decided just to do shoulders. The reason my biceps feel kind of messed up is because I'm training them twice in a training cycle. So every 4 workouts, I'm training biceps twice and basically just taking a 1-day break in between, really just trying to hit the biceps because that's the main muscle I'm trying to grow right now. So that's kind of the reason why my biceps were fatigued and the reason that I didn't train them with shoulders today, which is kind of good because I really need to work on my shoulders. So this gives me the opportunity to train shoulders by themselves. If you have a lacking body part and you really want to bring it up, unless it's like specifically biceps or specifically triceps, have a day completely dedicated to that muscle. So like if you were trying to grow shoulders, which I will get into a phase where I'm really trying to grow shoulders eventually, but right now it's just biceps. If you're really trying to grow your shoulders, have a day only for shoulders. Why? Because you can allocate more time and attention to just that muscle group and you don't have to worry about training something else. And you can just focus on getting a pump in that specific area and really just put all your effort into that muscle on that day. So if you're doing push-pull legs and you're really trying to grow your shoulders, well, it's kind of a bad thing because you're training 2 other muscles when you train shoulders, which is highly unideal. So I would recommend doing shoulders by themselves, like a separate day, and doing like kind of like a 4-day split. But it's up to you, obviously, at the end of the day. And I didn't record whatever workout I trained. I think it was legs that I didn't record simply for the reason that I was training at my school gym and it's really crowded in there. Though today I actually did get the back workout recorded in there. It's hard to find good spots to record in that gym, but nevertheless, I managed to do it for back. And what really motivated me to record those videos, as much as I hate the word motivate, it was the support shown on the recent videos, so I must thank you, whoever you are, for watching these videos and actually showing the support, because it means a lot to me. I'm literally just recording my workouts, and the fact that people actually enjoy that stuff is pretty surreal to me. I don't expect to be Sam Sulek or make content like his, because he's like a different breed. He's the guy who started this style of content anyway. He deserves all the credit and the support he gets entirely because his videos are great. I'm just a random guy, some natty lifter, young guy just trying to make videos, and I appreciate any support I get. Anyways, almost 3 minutes of just talking about myself. Let's do it a little bit more by talking about the workout. So the first exercise that I do is actually a superset with the rear delt fly and the lateral raise. So the first set here, I do the rear delts first, and then I do the lateral raises. But I quickly realized that it's better to do the lateral raises first because I'm stronger on the rear delt flies. You'll notice something I do here with my lateral raises. It's a lot different than what I usually do. For one thing, I'm controlling the eccentric a lot more. I'm going a lot slower, and I'm really just trying to drive more blood into the muscle compared to when I just grab like the 30s, the 35s, swing them around for a ton of reps, get a good pump, but I only really get a good pump because I'm doing a drop set. I kind of realized that, like, if you watch my previous videos, you'll see that like every set I did almost was a drop set. And the problem with that is, well, if you have to do a drop set for every set, it probably means that your first main set isn't efficacious enough. You got to train a little bit differently, try and drive more blood and pump into that area so that you don't have to do a drop set every single time like I did, because it impedes recovery and things like that. I still do a ton of drop sets, but I mean, now my main sets are so devastatingly difficult that I don't always have to just drop the weight. Like here, lateral raises. Yes, I'm supersetting with rear delts, but I'm not doing a drop set. So yes, the range of motion also is a little bit shorter, which you usually think means it's worse, but it's actually better in this case. Because with lateral raises, there's no reason to come all the way down and like touch the dumbbells because there's zero tension at that point. It's just your traps holding the weight up, so you're pretty much just recruiting your traps, which is, it's good to some degree because we all want big traps, but we're trying to work the lateral head of the delt here. And because of that, I really just want to put all the tension on that muscle. The big thing with this workout that really changed how sore my shoulders were today from this workout was the tension that was on the muscle. And the way that I got more tension on the muscle was this range of motion and this control on the eccentric. So as much as you want to think just moving heavy weight works, which it does for certain people during certain times, this also works really well. Like you can see my delts are actually capped as hell with this pump. Usually my delts look like a stick, but with this pump, it actually looks really good. So that was the first exercise. 4 sets performed there. It was a superset with lateral raises and rear delt flies, as I said. The second exercise, I move on to a press. So now that the shoulders are all warmed up, I got a crazy pump going, I can move on to presses and still feel it in not only my front delt, but also my side delt because I just hit it so hard the previous set. So usually when people do overhead press, they barely even feel it in their shoulders. They feel it maybe in their front delt a little bit, sometimes in their chest. but mostly it's in the joint that you feel it when you do overhead press, right? Yes, I did feel a little bit in the joint because my shoulders are a little bit messed up for some reason. Not to the degree where I can't press, but the way I changed up the overhead press, again, slow eccentric, stretch at the bottom. That's the way it works. I get the squeeze at the top, slow eccentric again. That eccentric, man, I'm telling you, if you just slow it down, you might not really feel it. But if you kind of have the cue in your head where it's like you're fighting the weight on the way down, you're literally recruiting that muscle on the positive and on the negative. So it's literally double the tension. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you're getting double the work on that muscle, double the stimulus by controlling the eccentric. Yes, you can control it by going down fast, and if that works for you, that's cool. But for this exercise specifically, because my shoulders were, a little bit messed up, I didn't really want to go super heavy, especially after that first exercise. I just went down to the 60s, which is super light for overhead press for me. Really controlled the eccentric, got the squeeze at the top, and let me tell you, this might have been one of the best shoulder pumps I've ever had in my life. This was insane. Usually you don't get sore shoulders. I felt mine this morning. So first exercise followed by a press. The pump was too good, man. Listen, the pump was fire. I had to take a few videos of myself. I look at myself in the mirror. I think like I look pretty good. And then I start playing the camera and it just looks so mediocre. I don't even want to post it on YouTube, but it's like, all right, whatever. I mean, this is how I look. I got to own up to it. That's the life of a natty, I guess. And it is what it is. I'm going to keep working hard and get huge. Doesn't matter how bad I look now, because in the future, I'm going to look freaking nasty. Another lateral raise variation, this time with the cable. You've probably seen me do this in the previous shoulder video. What I am doing here is I'm really letting that cable stretch out my delt. Just get that stretch. Really activate the delt as much as possible. Full range of motion, lightweight, squeezing at the top, all that kind of stuff. Man, my character development has been crazy in these videos. You remember at the beginning when I was just like spamming heavy lateral raises, whereas now I'm training like slow and controlled and all that. I love both styles of training. It just depends like at the time what I want to do. If you've been doing like heavy lifting for the past 8 to 12 weeks, switch it up to like slow and controlled training for the next 8 to 12 weeks, like per mesocycle or whatever the science dudes call it. And it'll like give you a new stimulus, which will just accelerate your muscle growth. And then once that stimulus starts to diminish, you change it back to like the heavy lifting, and then you get a new stimulus because your body's not used to it again. So it's just like this endless cycle of stimulus and building muscle to the point where every workout you're going to be sore pretty much, which is obviously what we want, because not only does it feel incredibly good, it also indicates that you're building muscle and that you've torn the muscle down to its maximum potential. And what does that mean? It means you're building new muscle, god damn it. So I was gonna end it there, but because it was literally only like 40 minutes in the gym, I was like, hold up, I gotta go more. I can't just be in the gym for 40 minutes. I gotta do a little bit more. So I went and did more lateral raises. Again, I grabbed the 20s. I have not done 20-pound lateral raises since I was like 160. Like, this is the lightest I've gone for lateral raises in a very long time. And yet this is one of the craziest shoulder pumps I've had in a very long time. You'll notice the trend here. It's a bit different from what I usually do, but oh my god, it is so valuable. It is so worth trying this new training style. If you notice that your pumps are kind of not as good as they used to be, you're not getting as sore as often, change up your training style. There's so many styles out there, like super high intensity, low volume, super high volume, low intensity, slow and controlled versus going heavy. Just change things up. Why would you stick to one style of training? You're probably not at the pinnacle of your physique development yet, probably not even close for most of you watching this video. Just like me, like I've been training for 3.5 years. I'm not near my max potential. So why would I stick to only one training method when I could learn all of them? You understand what I'm saying? So total, I think today was 11 to 12 sets of shoulders. Posing here, I mean, it is what it is. I don't really know what to say about it. My delts are more capped than they usually are, which is very good. That is one of the main things I'm really trying to bring up. It's my delts and how capped they are. If I can do that, which I actually will do that, I'm confident that I will do that, my physique will be a lot better. Like, especially in this front lat spread, more delt would help, more arms would help. Arms and delts, man, that's really what I'm trying to grow. Right now, it's going to be biceps. Later on, I'm going to focus in on triceps, do that twice per cycle. And then once 6 to 8 weeks passes, I'll completely shift the split to make it focused on shoulders, blow up my shoulders. And around that time, I'm going to be pushing for 215 on the bulk. Still hold on to my abs. I'm 5'10", by the way, if you're wondering. So Right now my weight's 198. At 5'10", I still have very visible abs, which means I'm gonna bulk more. And 215 is the goal for this bulk. I'm not stopping till I hit it. I'm not stopping till I hit it. This bulk is going to last until I'm 215 pounds. Doesn't matter if I'm a fat whale or gigantic and lean. I'm gonna do it. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I believe I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it. So I hope you liked the video. Thanks again for the support. Drop a like if you haven't. You know, the videos get like 200 views and they get like 2 likes. So if you haven't, man, like, show the video some support, you know, drop it a like and all that. But yeah, see you tomorrow for back.